Hi, East Texas. Thanks for watching CBS 19 Plus. We're going to go over the colder weather that is moving into East Texas over the next 7 to 10 days. Quite a change from what we saw earlier in the month. And it looks like this chilly air is going to stick around. Yeah, there are a few days where we make it back up closer to average. For instance, next Wednesday, we might get closer to that average high of 59. But that's just a brief little visit to average, as a very strong Arctic cold front will be blasting through here late next week. So the weekend forecast isn't bad. We'll see some sunshine Saturday and then sunshine on Sunday ahead of the next round of clouds that'll roll in. And those clouds eventually lead to a cold, rainy day Monday. So 55 on Saturday, 53 on Sunday. Then Monday is that cold, rainy day. Tuesday, we'll see temperatures around 48 degrees as the clouds are slow to clear. So it'll be kind of another gray, cold day. Wednesday, some sunshine, and then the Arctic front shows up. And so this will be interesting to see what happens here Thursday morning, because we could see a situation Thursday where we have a morning temperature that would be in the 50s, but by the afternoon, the daytime high falls back to 30 degrees. So what I'm showing you here is essentially temperatures that we think will occur each afternoon at about 3 to 4 o'clock. Temperatures that would be sensible, things that you would experience. If there's what we call a midnight high of, say, 58 degrees on Thursday while you're sleeping, just not showing you that because it occurs, but when you're out and about and this is what you're feeling, this is what it's going to be like next Thursday. Friday, 33 degrees. Christmas Eve, just 35. These aren't lows. These are high temperatures for this 10-day stretch. 37 on Christmas, making it one of the colder Christmases in recent memory. And then on Monday, 44 degrees. All right, so what is bringing in this colder air? This is the upper level wind at about 16 to 20,000 feet off the surface. This is going to be Sunday morning. The storm system that brought us the severe weather earlier in the week is way up here in the Great Lakes. There's very cold air coming from Siberia into British Columbia and the Pacific Northwest. This is going to be unleashed into the Central Plains and eventually into East Texas next week. This little system here, this is going to go by Monday and bring us a rainy, cold day. All right, so here are the rain chances. Over the weekend, no chance of rain. Monday, 80% chance of rain. Tuesday, 30% chance of rain. Wednesday, no chance of rain. I think there's a 30% chance of rain or flurries, snow flurries on Thursday. The data doesn't necessarily indicate it. One piece of data hinted at it. But when you have these Arctic fronts like this, you tend to have low gray clouds coming in. And with those low gray clouds, you're squeezing out. It doesn't take much for the moisture in the cloud to freeze, sublimate, and then fall to the earth as a little snow flurry. All right, here's future skycast. You can see Saturday there's an area of high pressure out here toward Abilene. That's why our winds are going clockwise around that high pressure area, and we're seeing north winds. And then we walk our way into Sunday. We've got cloud cover on the increase, still dry. And then Monday, there goes the rain. Look how close we are to snow. Snow up toward Little Rock, snow to Tulsa, Springfield, Joplin, Wichita, all the way up to Kansas City. That's a fairly significant snow. And significant rain for us as it goes by. Then Tuesday into, well, it really doesn't clear out until Tuesday evening at about 6 o'clock. That's why I think Tuesday is stuck in the 40s. All right, precipitation or rainfall reports. You know, on Friday we had a little bit of sleet mixing with some light rain. So overall, for the month of December, we are still running a ½ inch to an inch below average at Tyler, Longview, and Lufkin, and almost a foot below average at Lufkin in terms of precipitation, while Tyler just a little more than 8 inches below average. So when we look at the current drought index that was released earlier on Thursday, last week we were abnormally dry across the area. So we did have some drier conditions built in. And so parts of Cherokee County, Nacogdoches County, southwestern Rusk County, Anderson, and Houston County went back into the moderate drought category. So there's a little bit of drought left over in deep East Texas. But the rainfall is centered mainly over that area. So when we get the new drought index next Thursday, we may see that area erased once again, as we're looking at generally, and this is from Monday's rain, 1 to 3 inches of rainfall. Not severe, but we could have some just constant rain, maybe some downpours, and it could add up. Notice there's almost a distinct cutoff line back here towards Sulphur Springs and Mount Pleasant. So there is a chance that some of us to the northwest of Tyler, back toward Canton, up toward Mineola, up toward Gilmer, miss out on a significant amount of rain here, especially if the trend of the data tries to shift down to the southeast a little bit. But this one piece of data that I'm looking at, and it's been fairly accurate through the fall in terms of rainfall amounts, shows that we could see anywhere from a ½ inch to almost 3 inches of rainfall. Behind the Monday, or I should say the Wednesday cold front, remember I talked about the strong Wednesday cold front? Look at these low temperatures here. 14 Friday morning on the 23rd, 21 Saturday morning of the 24th, Christmas morning, we wake up with temperatures around 23 degrees, and then Monday around 32 degrees. So very, very cold air headed in here with the Arctic front a week from Friday. So just a quick reminder about people, pets, pipes, and plants. Make sure you are offering shelter, blankets, and winter gear to people, providing a warm, dry place for your pets to sleep, opening your cabinets, letting your faucets drip. Again, this is going to be next week. Cover tender plants or bring them inside. For the most part, the growing season's pretty much over, so we're not really worried about that. Saturday, sunshine, northwest winds. Got to bring up that part about the northwest winds. Tomorrow's good. We're going to have an annoying breeze out of the northwest at 10 to 15 miles an hour. So you're going to notice that, even though the temperature makes it to 55, that wind or that breeze will make it feel colder than the 55 degrees that we experience. In our northern counties on Saturday, it will be cooler, lower 50s at Mount Pleasant, back to Pittsburgh, 52 at Gilmer and Mineola and Canton. Tyler and Longview around 55, Jacksonville up to 54 with sunshine, Henderson up to 56, and Carthage up to 55, where they are celebrating another state championship in football. Center 55 degrees, Nacogdoches 56, Lufkin 56, Crockett into the mid-50s, Groveton 57 degrees, a few clouds into parts of deep East Texas. Here's the Bill Scott and White Texas Spine Joint Hospital 10-day forecast. So sunshine, Saturday 55 degrees, Sunday morning, look at that cold low, 28 degrees, 46 or 53 for the high Sunday. Hanukkah begins Sunday evening, and then rain comes in on Monday. Temperatures during the evening Sunday start to rise. So we're starting off a chilly day Monday around 41. By Monday afternoon, just 46 degrees. So morning showers Tuesday, temperature at 40 degrees, and it only warms up to 48 as we don't lose the clouds until after sunset Tuesday. First day of winter, Wednesday, 37 in the morning, 55 by the afternoon, with a mostly cloudy sky. Some snow flurries possible Thursday. Remember I talked about the shallow or the cold air that moves in with the front, and you'll have these low gray clouds associated with that, and sometimes they can squeeze out some snow flurries. So it could be 34 in the morning and 30 in the afternoon. We'll dip all the way to 14 Friday morning, 33 Friday afternoon, 35 for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day right now, partly sunny with a high of 37. Thanks for watching CBS 19 Plus, and have a great weekend.